ActOut Theater Group is bringing Tony Kushner's Angels in America Part 1 to the Pam Miller Downtown Arts Center this June. And the drama is set in the 1980s, where many are exploring AIDS crisis, politics, identity, and the resilience of human spirit. Sounds like a good show.
I mean, it sounds like such a good show. I feel like we need tickets already, y'all. So Daniel, Ellis, and Mead, Ryder join us now to share more about the first part of the performance, ticketing details, and the creative team. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here.
Okay, please tell me about this performance, because I know you all are excited, we're excited, and I think the folks at home are excited.
Yeah, this has been a project in manifestation. So ActOut Theater Company is one of the only theater companies here in Lexington that exclusively tells LGBTQ+ stories. We're thrilled to have that representation, and this play, super special in the canon of theater. It's really high up there, and it won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama. It won Best Play in the Tony Awards in the 1990s, and this will be the second time that both parts will be performed in Lexington. The first time was in the mid-1990s, so it doesn't come along very often. So we're really excited to be a part of it.
And so in June is Part 1, right?
June is Part 1, and next October we're going to be doing Part 2 at the Pam Miller Downtown Arts Center as well.
So for folks who are maybe interested to see what the play, I guess, is really about, I know we touched on some of the themes that people can find. Can you give us a teaser of, I guess, the storyline that people will be witnessing?
Yeah, so it follows sort of three main plots. It's really an ensemble piece, so there's a lot of different stories that sort of slot into each other. There's Pryor and Lewis. Daniel plays Pryor, I play Lewis, and they're a couple, and they deal with Pryor's AIDS diagnosis. And then there's also Harper and Joe, who are a couple, and they are a Mormon couple, and they're sort of dealing with their faith and a crisis of faith. And then there is a historical figure who features as a character, Roy Cohn, who is relevant to today because he was sort of Donald Trump's mentor. And this is a fictionalized version of him, but a fictionalized version that is based in fact. And it's about how all of those stories kind of mixed together, and then there's some fantastical elements. There's a level of Pryor becomes a prophet in a sense, and so a lot happens, and it's very much dealing with American politics, American history, the future of America, and what it discusses. It's very interesting to watch it in the context of today, because it was written in the 90s, set in the 80s, but you're sitting in 2025 and going, huh, that all sounds really familiar. That sounds like something I'm experiencing right now. So it is still very much relevant to the political landscape we're in today.
And did y'all time this out to have Act 1 during like the start of Pride Month for June?
Absolutely.
We did, yeah.
Yes.
It's very intentional.
Absolutely.
So you can celebrate Pride outside and then walk down the street to the Downtown Arts Center and catch a play. Yeah.
Oh, give us a reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about who you are playing in the performance.
So I'm playing Lewis Ironson. He is the boyfriend of Pryor, and he has to deal with being a supportive partner and trying to find his way in this very tumultuous world and this very tumultuous country that he lives in. And he is a very academic person. He is very wordy.
Okay.
I have nothing in common with him.
Like you.
And he ends up befriending Joe, the Mormon character. They both work at the courthouse, so that's one way those stories sort of intersect and interact. And you'll just have to come and see to find out more.
Perfect.
When we've got those times, the dates, the ticket, everything you guys need to know so you guys can get your tickets, which you should, on the screen. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.